好像有声音啊，对哈，我忘记去用那个。嗯。My God，小朋友居然这时候吵，现在也没办法。然后又换序号，等我一下啊。Nice。哇！啊，这我都解完，太棒了！就能解就解完。我几抽？哦，2抽。想到2抽就心累，只有2抽就心累。啊，来吧。我昨天好不容易单抽，然后就抽到一个北斗，又赌到一个一斗。我刚刚说北斗嘛，一斗。那现在是1命。我好想看他6命的样子。啊，然后我的月神之瞳终于都解完了。现在就是璃月的那个声望任务，但我觉得声望任务好像更累。
There's no end to this.
No, my sword!
Swift and merciful.
Fire, pants on fire!
The hunter becomes another
I got careless. Take this! Finally done.
Huh? 要输。有个想睡觉。今天你就睡了。打小朋友就输。然后你的料。 大手在爆哭今天那老妈应该红的。
Win it!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Time to go! Go!
Here! Halloween thunder! Forth, my blade!
Huh?
他们卡在水下面了。
Submit for judgment! One with my blade! Yeah!
干你，他刚卡在水下面什么意思啊？
Here!
Ring cutter! No, my sword!
我觉得这不会掉那个。
Lightning flash!
Rain outlines your
Forth, my blade!
higher, higher, hands on fire!
OK。就被解过，我想让它发光啊！害我去多看2下，气死了！怎么会住在这里？怎么会住在这里？妈的！
Here! One with my blade!
No, my sword! Body and mind.
那就解完了。
Ad Astra. Ad Astra. Thank you for
你被杀了。那主线还不是很想要去动，所以我就来看一下。哦，对，这个要剪啊。 对啊，这刷新了呢。哎呦哎，没事。
Time to act.
OK，
What if Master finds out?
这边有刷新。妹妹。错。啊。刚捡几个了。还多了，靠呀。OK， 没关系。先来解这个。
It was on a deserted moonlit night that the...
啊？等一下抓一下眼。Oh my god！
Oh? I didn't think I would see you here.
I don't think I will see you here.
Are these two your friends?
Yes, we had the fortune of meeting not too long ago. They are quite a knowledgeable and talented pair, and a pleasure to be around. Traveler, we were just discussing the history of Rex Lapis. Would you like to listen?
This, good sir, seems not to appreciate the almighty power of the Lord of Geo. As a professional archaeologist, I'm inclined to correct some of his... we are discussing the whereabouts of the first Mora.
When
As everyone knows, the Lord of Geo taught the ancient people of Liyue the craft of smelting, creating goods that allowed them to develop trade with the early nations of that time. Today, Liyue holds the sole right to cast Mora in the entire continent of Tivat. The world's very first Mora should have been cast by the hands of the Lord of Geo himself thousands of years ago.
According to my research, as well as my own hypothesis, I believe that this coin of unique historical significance has been passed down secretly through the years as a kind of token. For example, perhaps the Qixing who control the Liyue use it in some kind of unknown ceremony they hold when they come to power.
No, no, no. My research indicates that the first Mora coin is not such a simple thing. Mora is...
我不知道为什么都大家这么喜
This
欢
we
中
all
你的
know.
故事。
Even today, Mora is used in the mystic arts for its curious properties of weapon enhancement. The world's first Mora would no doubt possess the strongest power. My next historical treatise
Tell
will
me, don't tell me
boldly
more,
expound
bitch.
on the
Tell
newest
me
findings
more.
from my intense decade-long research. That is, that the Lord of Geo used this original Mora as a catalyst to enhance a dagger and a sword.
A dagger and a sword?
Well, buy the book when it comes out to read the full story. For now, I will only reveal this. The one who finds the dagger shall become supreme in Liyue, and the one who finds the sword may be crowned Liyue's sovereign.
I can't say I agree. Let us not speak of the authenticity of the dagger and sword first. But Mora and money came about simply because they are a convenient measure of a contract's value. Rex Lapis just meant for Mora to serve as a catalyst for people to exchange and trade. The world's first Mora is probably just an ordinary coin created by Rex Lapis. As for its fate, the same as all Mora, I suspect. It was simply spent somewhere.
I think that Mr. Hanshua's hypothesis seems reasonable. Mr. Zhongli's argument, on the other hand, lacks any evidence. How can you so easily dismiss the Lord of Geo's profound foresight?
No, I am not debating right or wrong. I am simply stating a fact.
Enough? Do you think you understand the Lord of Geo more than me?
我说为什么大家都喜欢这一段呢？我说为什么大家喜欢这一段呢？
I know but little about history, and I wouldn't dare to brag. But discussion is meaningless if everyone has the same opinion, no?
Well then, answer me this. Long ago, when Liyue Harbor was being constructed, the Lord of Geo taught the people how to build houses. The model home he used to teach them was completely cast from Mora, correct?
That is correct, indeed.
Okay, then tell me. Why would the Lord of Geo do something so extravagant, if not because of the mystical power that Mora contains?
There's a simple explanation, really. To the god of wealth and commerce, what material is easier to get than Mora?
Oh.
I mean, I am talking about Rex Lapis.
Excuse me, sir. I have some questions about...
Oh, it's no problem at all. But may my friend accompany us?
Of course. They can come if that's what pleases you, sir. Let's go.
Oh, 那我的天哪！我今天的追踪文理好像怪怪的，等一下啊，还是有 Google 来打开有关系。他今天怪怪的，好讨厌哦！等我一下。是我头发太苗这接下来主要就是把我把烦死。 啊，我承认我今天眼皮是很重，但是，嗯，我们看同一个方向，它都会闪。好吧，好像好很多了，随便啦，管他的了。
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited acuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Uh-oh.
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Quite so. I don't know where to begin.
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon!
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an...
The Fatui say that every...
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil... I will be conducting an archaeological survey here. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open
to
it.
Paimon good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right, then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what
Oh
surprises
my
we
god，他还
may
是就是想要
find.
拿去东国研究的样子。
I wonder if he will come today.
我找人代打好了，我受不了了，受不了了，我受不了，我要叫那只鸟来代打。等我几下，我要叫那只鸟来代打。哦哦，你这人是怎么调？哟，bitch，好多哦，你太多通知了吧？太久了吧？我不是啊？那啊，希望我还记得这个怎么用。叫人代打，叫人代打。叫鸟代打啦。
Time to act.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the Overlord of the Vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest.
Okay.
Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the Overlord of the Vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich. I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then. I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
Of course. Oh my
What's
god.
the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
啊，我的天呐！
Spirit Blade! Attack! Lightning Flash! A touch of frost.
Oh 然后这些怪应该可以不用打，但是 Oh my god， 他们好爱赢啊！Oh my god， 他们好爱赢。 啊，全部这些怪。
Lightning Flash!
What's up?
One with my blade.
Rain outlines your fate. Cross over!
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
太多怪了吧？
Go! Huh?
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
Witness the power.
Lightning Flash!
Gathering together here. But why?
What?
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the god. That would certainly attract you. The hydromeat monsters. I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
It's over!
It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. This should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange? And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
Isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed what... The stone slab we found, however, has a...
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for... Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right?
So, it's only...
Not at all. My quest won't cover the But you? You're just...
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the...
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So,
I see. What a shame.
See? You do want to...
But, so what? Why can't I All right, then. No need to stay here any longer.
Oh my god. 这时候我在哭吧。那老妈不是在隔壁吗？阿嬷在隔壁。阿嬷应该在她旁边，但阿嬷不在。我说他阿嬷，还有他老爸。
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of salt's people. Therefore...
According to legend, the people of the god of salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. with the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the air.
Oh, good. That's just
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but so at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break, I don't know. There's no concrete. The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people. So, the one who wants to...
This doesn't sound like something the...
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhang Li with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've heard various rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism, Miss...
Okay, since Mr.
我可以先把那个愚人咒的家伙先踢出去吗？好吧。虽然他很老实，就是说我很喜欢钱怎样，真是太好烦了。
Let me weave you a verse. Huh?
Here! Thunderclap!
Oh. 再一次。应该要剪完了 ，OK。啊。
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the salt, see that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember when I investigated the seal last time. But when we lit up all the elemental money...
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time. The secret to this puzzle is hidden. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt.
Oh shit.
To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, one sliver of peace was a luxury. That haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these ancient stories. Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
No.
Swift and merciful. Submit for judgment.
If we bury it, maybe it'll spring back to life. Huh?
Oh my god！ 现在热的就是 Oh my god！ 很大一点。
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn the hidden truth lost to time.
Lightning flash!
我居然绕过他吗？他的判定到底是三小？
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal.
Okay. What is it?
I propose you two agree upon a contract, stipulating that we alternate who gets to show my sincerity. I won't be taking any treasure. This will just...
Hey!
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure?
I don't agree either. He will only defile the...
Well then, if the contract... You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then, let's go.
Ooh. 正好很球都把它用光光了。好多矿物。正好都把它用光光了，全部收一收。这我就别往这挖了。
Forth, my blade. Here.
Go! Cross over!
A touch of frost.
Oh. Oh, 不是。OK。啊，刷一个原元素的梗，好吧。
Don't disappoint me.
Don't disappoint me. 对啊，要一个原元素人。
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
They were probably followers of the god of salt.
How did they become this way?
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin?
Rise!
Give up.
我要怎么？哦，OK。所以才让钟离在队伍里面是吗？干！那我今天如果是带眼组就好笑了。
Look at this. It's filled halfway with salt.
Just looks like a fancy salt holder. Seems like the god of salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the amount inside won't change?
Exactly.
Able to produce endless salt.
Finally. After all that effort, I just need to pour the endless salt into a
Hey!
If Mr. Clement wants this salt chalice, then
Of course, as we agreed.
Since we have a contract.
Then let's move on, shall we?
It's no good.
Give up.
It's no good.
啊，逆光灵光做不到是吧？我可不是带什么怒暗影那种角色。
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice!
Well then, according to...
No, unacceptable. I paid for, and this girl has been useless.
Oh boy. Here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
So what if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mech... Let's not forget who hired who here.
Because you agreed to a... Rex Lapis once said, ones who break their...
That is one of your Liyue God...
will suffer the wrath of the...
No escape. Quake. Leaving so soon.
Where are you?
Rise.
Spirit Blade. Following thunder.
Time to go!
Order guide you.
就是为了要解成就啊。
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to con...
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
Some archaeological survey. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition came here for archaeology.
Why do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge, and can recognize naught but a few simple relics. However, you are an expert when it comes to anything regarding the god of salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of salt. I believe those legends about the god of salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Qixing, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry. Our ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right! Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him! But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart.
他就在你面前了。
We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
看到那个是宝箱吗？我要怎么过去？混蛋，这不就是宝箱吗？哎！
Solidify.
嘎，那里有宝箱哎！哦， 我从这里吗？混蛋！我这里是一定要用中午，中午那个才够高。看你还这么多怪物。
It's nothing.
Quake!
One with my blade.
Rise! This is order.
都挂了是吗？
Crumble!
Swift and merciful.
This is a sword? Aha! It's a broken sword! This is proof! This proves that the god of salt had to fight back. Fight back against the evil. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the salt chalice and salt ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the
It does look...
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2...
Why? We were alternating claims.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true.
This logic!
Zhongli.
When there's a contract, nothing...
No! If I only take one, no matter what, I must be faithful, even if it breaks the contract. I don't care.
So you are already decided?
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the...
That's okay. The god of salt gave up her life to protect her. Punish me however you want.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But... as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the god of salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No, that's not true. That can't be true. You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax. Don't try to trick me.
Hey, come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use the truth as punishment? I did not. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Are these statue thingies?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What will we find ahead?
Salt. And betrayal.
What are all these? What did they see? What?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all. This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue thingies?
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't. This must be a lie. A false history, all of it. Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
No mercy.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle, indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well. Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good. So it is for Havria. And so it is for... All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyan Stone?
Huh?
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Mm-hmm. 上面啊！妈的，上面难走哎！哦，怎么三只也在啊 ？Oh my god！ 完蛋，我挂了，我挂了，我挂了。
One with my blade.
Don't waste my time.
Take this.
这三只怎么好像永远都在？
Swift and merciful.
It's nothing. Don't waste my time.
啊，这掉一点东西。
From whence you came. Take this.
Give up.
哎，他要把我卡在这里之前。
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan Stone Forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler. You are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds. If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Teyvat. Well, may you find treasure among the stars, even after you have left Teyvat. Now, I am the god of wealth, so I would think that my words have some weight here. Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Huh? Why do we need to throw them into the sea?
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of the Vortex, who the Jade Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which
他等下
happened
游上来，
has left behind be yours to subsume.
他等下游上来跟你说嗨，我就笑死了。
And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
唉，对，我没有丢东西哦，
With the wind.
趁现在赶紧的。
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Woo! One client, two clients, three clients. Toodaloo.
Oh my god. Oh fuck.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Any new commissions?
As a matter of fact, there's one that looks perfect for you two. Uncle Dai is one of the foremen at Huishan Hall over in Liyue Harbor. He's hoping the Adventurers Guild can spare some manpower.
What is it we have to do exactly?
I believe you'll be looking for workers.
Ooh, looking for people? Awesome! We're good at that!
I have no reason to doubt your abilities. I'm sure the details can be worked out face to face. If you're willing to
Okay.
I am indeed. Ah, now then.
Huh? How could you tell?
By the clothes on your back and the look on your face.
Right again! You're pretty perceptive!
In this trade, you need a sharp eye for people, not just rocks. Uncle Dai can see what you're made of from a long way off. Alright, my assistant should be arriving soon, so let's just wait here a moment.
Woo-woo! That's why we're here!
Well, to tell you the truth, this is a very difficult matter. Too much for adventurers alone to handle life here.
Okay.
So there is. Do you think we're not up to the job?
It just occurred to me that you don't have all the facts. The incident in question happened in a mine. Last time I checked, adventurers weren't experts in ore appraisal or geological analysis. With a profession. Besides, this guy's the best in his field. No matter the rock, he'll tell you its value to the... I'd go as far to say that there's not a soul on Tevat that knows rocks better than him.
You're a fool if you think you found Tevat's #1 rock expert.
Oh? And why might that be?
Because Tevat's #1 rock expert happens to be a friend of ours. Ha-ha! Didn't expect... Paimon bets Zhang Li is listening to the storyteller. Let's head over.
In our last tale.
Zhang Li, there you are!
Oh. Here for a few tales? I didn't know you two were connoisseurs.
Oh, no, we're here for you. Do you have time?
Ah, something I'm rarely short of.
We need someone who understands geology.
Someone who understands geology and ore.
Take a look around. Is there anyone in Tevat more qualified? The requester claims to have enlisted Tevat's #1 rock expert.
You appear to have taken his claim quite personally on my behalf.
Oh, no. It's just... Uncle Dai doesn't... Paimon just wants to enlighten him.
Paimon, shut up.
I see.
Really?
But I should inform you that despite my expertise, I cannot necessarily claim to be a leading authority. We are at all times adrift in a sea of learning. New knowledge should be welcomed with open arms. Still...
Stop being so... Well, we got him.
太忙了，太忙真的很烦耶。
Uncle Dai!
Oh. And this must be the friend you spoke of?
Yep. Paimon doesn't know who your rock expert...
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Uh-huh. So you say. It's no use me singing his praises. You'll have to see for yourselves.
Is this the place?
Aha! Speak of the devil. Allow me to introduce my assistant, Kun-jun. Young Kun, these are two adventurers assigned to us. And as for this gentleman... Wangsheng Funeral Parlor's consultant.
I am sure I recognize you. have we met at the parlor? Wait, I've never been.
Uncle Dai, aren't you gonna test them?
Huh? I...
Then they can figure
A contest?
I admire your
I must say, you certainly have the look of an industry.
Stop talking the.
I'm just saying it like I see it.
So you're an appraiser, Mr. Kunjun.
Well, no. Actually, I've already forgotten what I'm in Liyue Harbor for. I was standing by the side of the road one day when Uncle Dai called me over. He saw me holding a rock and asked me a few...
I saw him on my way over to Liyue Harbor, poring over rocks and muttering to himself. I asked him a few questions out of curiosity.
So, do you have a poor memory?
Not exactly. Mr. Zhongli, what do you make of this rock?
A glossy exterior, with a fissure that could only have been left in the wake of a volcanic eruption. If I'm not...
a key...
It's no ordinary rough gem. Fragile surface layer, black veining. My intuition tells me that there's high-quality crystal ore in...
Remarkable! This rock does indeed hail from the vicinity of a volcano. I came across it in a market and snapped it straight up. The seller thought it was some leftover industrial remnant. Purity and geological rarity alone aren't enough to make a treasure. Some of the most precious crystals contain deposits of water or sand. In the moment of its formation, the crystal hidden within this stone shell captured a pocket of water. For water to be hidden in its depths, like a moon concealed...
Such a detailed description. Say, you're not...
Everything he said is true. Most crystals are born in high-temperature environments. Heat and water aren't natural bedfellows, of course, which is why crystals with water deposits are so sought after. Moreover, this particular crystal...
Well, if Zhongli says so...
I've yet to encounter anyone with a judgment as...
I've seen many such stones in my time. I recognized it.
Of course not. I feel like Uncle Dai, it would be a mistake.
Very well. There is strength in numbers, after all.
哦，不要不要变成剧院呐！妈的，我不想要开另外一个主线了。我不想突然就跳另外一个主线了，烦死了。
Whoa, this mine is huge.
This is where the incident occurred. 6 days ago, a group of us left the site to attend to other matters. When we returned, the 4 men we'd left behind had vanished. I led a team around the entire mine, but found no trace. That's when I decided to enlist help.
So 4 miners have disappeared.
Yes, there were 10 of us. We lost Long, Bold Sen, Brave Sen, and Mao. I worked with all of them.
Workers in this trade are usually young men in the prime of their lives. Could it be that the 4 of them left for another mine?
Unlikely. There's no other lodging for miles around, and we didn't pass any other mines on the way over.
Huh. Such a huge...
Underground, overground. We left no stone unturned.
We'll need to explore the site.
Very well. I'll wait here. Please,
So strange. How could the 4 of them just suddenly disappear? Did they run away from something? Let's look around first and see if we can find any clues.
Okay.
Over here! A pile of shirts, some trousers.
Huh. A few everyday items. They must belong to Uncle...
1, 2... Huh. That's it. These must be spares, right?
The 4 of them have been gone for 6 days without a change of clothes.
There's also a few handkerchiefs and some soap lying around.
Items for washing one's face before the...
So, they didn't take any...
Correct. Improbable. There are 4 pickaxes missing. They had time to take their tools, but not their everyday items? Curious.
Huh. Why would some...
One, they were working close by and didn't need to move their personal effects. But seeing as they've yet to return, this seems an unlikely hypothesis. Or 2, they were forced to leave and had no time to think about their supplies.
Oh.
It's certainly a possibility.
If they didn't leave, maybe they were made to leave. Kunjun.
Oh, right on time.
Did you find anything?
There's a chunk of ore here. Perhaps...
Or...
Let's find out. I'll give it a try. Okay.
What? You have a superpower? What?
Looks like he's concentrating.
I see 4 men following someone out of the mine.
A child? What's a child doing in a mine?
I'm not sure.
Also, how did you see and...
Oh, I don't mean see in the traditional sense. I can perceive the memories of ore.
Huh?
Perceive? So there's no conjecture at work?
You mean you can...
I've always sensed that ore contains memories. Sometimes it records events that occur in the surrounding area.
Oh my
All
god,
I
you
have
have
to
a
do is
superpower.
touch one and
Amazing! So you can find out everything...
It depends on the ore. Some ores have astounding memories. Others, like iron ore and white iron ore, aren't. Core lapis and crystal memories are much stronger. They record more events and...
Stone seeing. Fascinating. A rare ability indeed.
I'm glad based on what I saw,
This will take us north, away from the mine.
North. Another clue?
Excuse me, sir.
Ah, yes. I don't know what happened. I stayed behind with the other 4. After I ended up falling asleep in the shelter inside. Maybe...
So the men that were out working disappeared, with the only one... Perhaps an accident.
What if an on-site accident? We found some clues. Time to report back to Uncle Di.
You're back. How are...
We found 3 clues. First, there are 4 missing pickaxes, yet everyday items are still in their place.
Forced to?
Who indeed? Second, there were 5 workers at the mine. One of them left the site. Those who kept working all disappeared. The one who left...
Now that you mention it, could someone have entered the site and simply...
This leads me to my 3rd point. Mr.
A child? But there are no settlements...
Unlikely as it sounds, that's our...
Where did they go?
We believe that they followed the road north.
North? Right. I'll rally my men and head in pursuit. You've been invaluable.
Not so fast.
You're right. There are only a few settlements around here with lodging for the night. In the meantime, you could keep looking for clues. If we don't see each other...
Agreed.
All right.
So, they're gonna talk to the people over at the center.
Correct.
But there aren't any more clues at the
Wait. I believe we're missing someone.
Huh? Oh yeah! Where's Kunj? Kunjun, what are you...
Apologies. I'm conducting a quick search for my own benefit.
Dragonfall. Dragonfall is often used in forging. What use do you have?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't recall why I'm seeking it. I've been feeling very absent
你是不是
lately.
曾经有神之眼，
Name and
然后
address aside, I'm
不
having
知道为什么
trouble
被石
remembering
之眼丢
things.
掉，对不
In fact,
对？
I've been feeling extremely anxious.
Oh, Paimon knows that feeling.
I don't even know where to start with it. It sounded so familiar to me, as if whatever it, perhaps if I can retrieve some, I'll remember.
I see.
Really?
Think nothing of it.
Shouldn't we get going?
Heading north from the chasm, we'll reach Lingju Pass. If this is indeed the path...
Great! Let's have a look.
啊，片片花。哭是不是啊？在哭是不是啊？我捡不到啊！
Forth, my blade.
在哭是不是啊？哦，那片片花，逼死我！ What the?
Wait, there are tracks here. These must have been left by the...
Let us make our way to the end of Lingju Pass. If there are no...
对，我都过完了，还要让我在这边逛。这些东西我都捡完了。
It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass.
If we follow their footprint...
哦，来吧，你们起来了对吧？
It's nothing. Submit. Don't waste my time. Blood repays blood. Your life is mine. Cross over.
Oh,
no.
cool.
The footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may well have seen them.
Hi there.
A miner.
Hello.
Stop bothering me.
Jeez. Whatever.
Oh, you fucking bitch, bitch, bitch！ 我会把你从这里推下去，把你从这里推下去吗？不是原神玩家啦，啊，臭婊子！
been about 4 or 5 days. Yeah!
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than...
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance.
Huh.
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl.
And they...
Yes, they... Let's go after...
What? 前面有那个吗？哦，前面有船点，太好了。
More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Oh my god.
Give up.
It's nothing. One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
Don't waste my time. You wait.
Lightning slash. Fourth, my blade. Thunderclap.
Oh.
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have known. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Leo.
Huh? You sure you...
A minor?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of...
I think...
Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju. I was in a hurry. I didn't get a...
I think that's all we...
I hope it's useful. I'd better get going. There's a conference...
According to this scholar, the miners were heading for
Can we be absolutely sure?
A child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha!
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right.
Mr. Kunjun, your stone...
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a...
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun...
It feels like...
Be that as it may, 4 fully grown men in a trance-like state.
Oh, you're...
That's not all. Our scholar was attacked by Geovishap. We have encountered many... The miners headed in the...
Great!
I left a mark in the vicinity just now.
Clever thing...
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey!
Judging by his appearance...
Should we wait?
I can...
Sounds something.
It seems that there's a camp nearby.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor.
Paimon heard him talking about...
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks... Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought...
How he came to be here is...
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him, why would...
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory.
What is it? Ooh, is it...
Something for us?
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is
It's beautiful. Oh, and the cup...
But of course, take... And this one is for me... Huh? Is something...
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated... But thank you. I will take...
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that others... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some...
You sure like rock.
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. I surveyed the area. Oh.
Huh?
Traveler. Does...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's look...
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are formed in high-temperature environments. Dragonfall, on the other hand, is formed as a product of elemental reactions.
Elemental reactions can produce material objects?
Indeed they can. Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago.
Cool.
And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Few and... Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished from...
Yeah! If he knows of its existence, surely he knows all of its ore... Weird. Paimon doesn't get it.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But
ulterior motive?
a conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. We must watch. Don't forget, rescuing those miners is the primary objective. We're drawing closer to our goal. I believe we should continue to follow this road through. When you're well rested, we should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Once we've brought this matter to a close, we...
Huh? Okay.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Mr. Kun?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find... Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time. Difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be from the
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased.
That makes sense.
Indeed. Let's keep going. Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there, too.
This ancient tree. Let's conduct separate investigations. I'll take... All right, then.
Kundun, can you see anything worth investigating?
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. Oh. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over... If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to... When has Paimon ever come... Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice. Quick, let...
This has been newly dug.
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating. Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them.
What?
What?
干骆驼，干骆驼，干你的臭骆驼！
What type of monster is this?
You arrive at my doorstep of your
Fucking-
volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for stealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine. The enraged Earth will not absolve you.
Nothing to fear. Quake.
感觉骆驼也太烦了吧！
It's no.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! 干的骆驼也太烦了吧！
Give up.
Detestable. rock to dust. Sooner or
Lightning slash!
Stabilize.
Swift and merciful.
Submit!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Don't waste my time. Give up.
Take this! I will have order. Lightning slash!
Don't waste my time.
Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Give up.
Oh my god. 看我不用东移的这个盾，我根本扛不住。靠呗，还有多放一个人光。
Don't waste my time.
The enraged earth gather will not absolve you!
It's nothing. Don't waste my time.
Fisher!
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
看我努力呀
！Solidify!
From dust. Sooner or later, Morax. You think you can destroy me?
我也想用中野盾。好了，混蛋！啊，烦死了！妈臭骆驼！
Solidify!
Forth, my blade, from whence you came!
怎么了？但是我卡在这里。
Experience an eon of suffering.
It's nothing.
Cowardly insects!
烦死了！
Stabilize!
The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Give up.
Order guide you.
我是打空。
Rise!
Submit for judgment. A touch of frost.
Solidify!
Don't waste my time.
Detestable! From rock to dust. Sooner or later.
妈臭了！ 妈的臭漏洞，妈的！
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground, you return for the second time.
You should call it by its
妈
name.
还是在刮痧，
H-Star.
气死我了！
Fate.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant. Enlist tyrants to ravage the wilderness.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
H-Star.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
H-Star. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, Traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon reaching this tree. Allow me to elaborate. I am not H-Star the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the H-Star you see there to be a reflection of such polarities. We are a schism of the will of H-Star.
So there are two Ashdars?
No, it can't be. That's impossible.
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent about the forces that suppressed you. But would anyone listen? Would they even care? That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me, how is it you find yourself standing on the side of the betrayer?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But my aim was clear. Find Morax, and aid him in stopping you.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity and ancient dragonkind. Morax.
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Then allow me. H-Star was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. However, that which is derived of the Earth is no more or less than the Earth itself. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. Erosion ground H-Star's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor. H-Star, now incomplete, became irascible, aggressive.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley lines that sustained me.
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you waged war against Morax. In the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploit erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist with Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. It is the natural order. And so, we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax. You can hate me, but you cannot deny me.
No! No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further. A willingness to coexist peacefully with man.
No! This is I, Ajdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. If you are the all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt. Even where it is fleeting and leaves no trace.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable misfortune.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied, Ajdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard. To me, you're Morax.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a...
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun. A pair of eyes, from Morax to Ajdaha.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always.
Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
Straight down to business as always. Let's go.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found your clue. We found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind.
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in...
Right.
So you're taking them back to Liyue Harbor?
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You rescued my men.
Kunjun, we should be calling you Ezdaha. You're coming.
Not I. Merely this. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans.
You always did have a great admiration for blacksmiths.
Curious how swords and daggers are blind, yet their creators see so much. Perhaps...
Ezdaha, I am no longer the Geo Archon.
I can sense it.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate. Let's get the difficult part out of the way. I cannot guarantee that I won't be awoken a second time.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare itself to face you.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god. I ought to be here to witness their rise and fall.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the endless flow of time. You were always the strongest among us. Yet, it would seem that even you have been that's unimportant. Fate is ordained by heaven. Even if our mission had already concluded, you may live forever, doomed to a lonely existence. Yet, even this is temporary. When you reach the...
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to the subject of a life long lived. I fear that the life of an elemental being is longer than any in this world.
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago, and would not be having to face me again now.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm, did you hesitate?
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of Liyue.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence, my inception. Do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend, God of contracts. I hereby honor our agreement.
Thank you, Ezdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow of time. And you, Morax, you too will live for many a day to come.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed. He's only asleep.
Whoa. That was so...
In fact, we have yet to meet the real Kunjun. He was. Centuries may have passed since then, but events from 1,000 years ago remain crystal clear in my mind.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient Geo life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ezdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world, and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes, quicker than words could tell. Lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds.
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail down the length and breadth of the mine. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Ejdaha could sense the stone. Subconsciously, he wanted to use it to find me. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the door opens, it is time to leave. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. The millennia may come and go, but even a stone may tire. Personally sealing away an old friend. This is just one form of erosion I have endured. People abandon and surrender the things they love to pursue the right path. Perhaps this is the erosion imposed on me by the heavenly principles. That I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but my eyes will bear witness to the history of humanity.
You still care a lot about Liyue.
Call it part of my duty. I must thank you both.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
又来，这时候冲主线了是吗？
Oh yeah, Paimon nearly forgot. So, not long ago, we met a guy called Dane. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that those events were connected to the person we're Zhongli, you're a god. You've lived through thousands of years of history. Surely you experienced the incident?
I cannot say.
Why? You can't even give us a thread of information? This is so important to us.
I understand. But I must apologize. This is my contract.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda? Too painful to talk about?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. And kept my silence.
How can you be like that?
You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god of...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world continues to grow. There are many events of ages past. Many secrets that lie hidden. They have been eroded by time. Forgotten by the people. Abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness will witness. Those who are born to remember will remember. If you take the same road as that person, There may be more difficulties ahead, but as long as you firmly believe that you are on the right path, everything has meaning.
Okay. 来看达达利亚了。
Silly.
达达利亚。
Be on your guard, traveler. Now is no time.
Oh, why's that?
Yes. As unusual as this may sound, numerous eyewitness reports have confirmed an active Ruin Guard presence in this area. Sergeant sent someone to find out just where these ancient machines might have come from. It appeared...
So did somebody wake them?
As I say, moreover, the ruin in question is of the especially spooky variety. As such, we are not permitted to investigate until the order comes through from In any case, the only sensible strategy in the meantime is to increase Millilith patrols.
That's a good point. Ruin guards are probably pretty dangerous for regular folk.
Wow. I'm very grateful indeed for the offer, but it just wouldn't be worth the risk.
Oh, don't worry about that. This one beats up Ruin guards for breakfast.
我很想选下面那个。
The self-confidence of young people is an extraordinary thing. Well, if you're genuine, I did see some Ruin Guard footprints on the hillside. But since then, I've been too busy
Footprints, eh? Interesting.
While the Millilith stands guard, evil shall never prevail.
This footprint is huge. It has to be the one that guy was. And here's another one. Yep. Seems the Ruin Guards did come out for a while. The trail of Ruin Guard footprints leads us here to. A Ruin Guard over there.
那我起床喽。
Give up.
One with my blade.
Oh shit！ 这么快就转了 ，OK。
Your life is mine. It's nothing.
Thunderclap!
Time to go. Go.
Well, that's one down. Let's keep looking around. Maybe we'll find some more.
我还没掉东西啊！太穷了他。
A reward on the road.
Hey you! Check this out! Isn't it awesome?
What is he wearing?
I've never seen one this close before. Have you ever seen one? Excuse me. His name is Mr. Cyclops, actually. What sort of dumb name is Ruinguard?
Mr. Cyclops? Aw, that's cute. Wait, what? Do people seriously call them that?
Yep, my brother said so. And he's the best toy seller in the whole world. It's his job to sell this kind of stuff. Right now, he's at the Institute for Toy Research in Liyue. That's where Mr. Cyclops has come from. It's always nice to meet someone else who likes toys. So tell me, where'd you get your toy from? Must be a pretty...
Hey! Just because you get to play with Paimon all the time does not mean that Paimon's a toy!
Greetings. Have you found anything? Oh. A child? What's the situation here?
We just, found him.
We just, found it.
You shouldn't be out here, boy.
Killing machines? You mean ones that look like this?
Precisely. And including this one. It's not moving now, but if it were to wake up, the consequences would be...
You take that back! Mr. Cyclops is not a killing machine. He's one of the good guys.
Mr. Cyclops?
We shouldn't be talking to this guy. If he's saying mean things about Mr. Cyclops, he's definitely a bad man.
I'm just trying to help. I've always been hopeless at dealing with children.
Well then, why don't you get back to your normal job and leave us to do the babysitting?
It seems I have no other choice. Very well. I will continue with my patrol. Please escort the child to somewhere safe. It's much too dangerous here.
The mighty Mr. Cyclops scared off the bad guys once again. My name's Tuser. I came all the way from Snezhnaya to look for my brother in Liyue. But I'm all on my own, and I don't know where to find him.
You came all the way from Snezhnaya?
Oh, I think this is the part where I give you this. Here you go.
What is it? Looks heavy. What the?
My brother said I should take it with me. He said, find a nice person to give this to, and they will take good care of Tuser.
Your brother is a good boy. Still, it's hard to believe you made it all this way armed with nothing but a few bags of Mora. Your family must be super rich. Paimon never knew you could make so much Mora from selling toys.
Yay! Thanks, nice guy. Alright, now we gotta make a pinky promise. You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, I throw you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
Wow, that one nursery rhyme kinda says all you need to know about Snezhnayan culture. Well, if we weren't your babysitters before, we sure as heck are now. But where should we look for your brother? Great idea! Alright, off we go!
Alright! Finally, now I get to see my brother!
一个小朋友对陌生人给一大袋钱叫他帮他，笑死！这种价值观还是他哥教他的。Oh my god.
That seems a little inappropriate, don't you think, sir? How can you...
Relax. Once in a while can't hurt. It'll be fine.
Huh? What is he doing here?
Yay! My brother! I found you!
I know that voice. Why, if it isn't my little brother Tuser! My goodness! What a nice surprise, Tuser. I thought I would have to wait till I return home before seeing you again. How are the others? Sister Tonia and Brother Anthon? Is everybody keeping well?
They miss you a lot. Tonia prays for you every day at dinner.
Wait a second. What are you doing here in Liyue, Tuser? How have I not heard anything about this?
Well, what happened was, I saw a boat that looked like it was selling toys, so obviously I thought you were on board. And then, when I got off, I just kept walking and walking, and then I found a Mr. Cyclops. Mr. Cyclops scared off a bad guy, and then I found this nice guy to help me come look for you.
Cool. Suddenly Paimon doesn't feel so bad about taking Toozer's money.
Toozer, what you did was extremely dangerous. I'm so happy to see you, really I am, but please, promise me you won't do anything like this ever again.
Okay, I promise. Please don't be mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. I just care about your safety, that's all. If you hadn't met these nice people, things could have been a lot more dangerous for you, Toozer. I hope you said a big thank you to them.
Yep, I always remember my pleases and thank yous.
Oh, so you did notice we were here. You were just ignoring us. Gotcha.
Forgive me, it's always family first where I'm from. Don't take it personally. I know we've had our differences up to now, but a few minor quibbles aside, we get on... Come on, you know I'm just a pawn and all that, just doing my part. As for who wins, who loses, and how each side deals with the consequences, I prefer to leave all that up to the ones playing the game. I'm much more interested in who wins and who loses when it comes to our little sparring matches.
Sounds like you're ready to get your butt kicked again.
Ha! You're forgetting something about me. I, Tartaglia, spend every second getting stronger. Don't...
Whoa. You aren't gonna fight now, are you?
你这
Maybe not right
黄
now.
战士
Not while my
烦死人
kid
了
brother is watching.
Why do you want to fight the nice guy? Are you guys enemies?
No, not at all. Allow me to formally express my sincerest gratitude for taking care of my darling brother. His safety matters very much.
So anyway, Paimon has a question. Toozer said something about you being a toy seller. What's that all about? Aren't you supposed...
Yes, about that. Shh, look. I only told him that so that he'll look up to me. In the eyes of a child, working with toys must be the best job imaginable, right? I don't want my family to have anything to do with the Fatui's, or should I say Snezhnaya's, darker side. The older ones already know that I serve the Tsaritsa. But Toozer is still so... As I was saying, I remember...
That's right!
Just humor me in front of Toozer, if you would be so kind. Yes, Ekaterina. I will deal with the...
Hey! But Master Child, would it not be a little
A bet is a bet, isn't it? And if you lose a bet with an agent, well...
Are you going off?
That's right. As much as I'd love to catch up a little longer, Toozer, duty calls. I'm sure Mr...
So we still need to keep babysitting for you?
Sure! I really like this guy!
Well, it sounds like Toozer really likes you. You've already made a pinky promise to take good care of him anyway. Then I'm in your debt. Here, take this as Toozer's entertainment fund. If need be, you may find me by the river near Qingshu Pool. I'll see you both around.
他还是死了这对兄弟，还给一大堆钱哦。
Looks like we'll be hanging out with Child's kid brother for a while.
So, where are we going to play first?
How about we start with the toy store?
What are those super colorful winged things?
They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops?
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky so all the kids can get to know him.
Well, I can do custom builds, but I'll need some amount of reference.
Will this picture do? I drew it myself. I bring it with me everywhere.
I'll manage.
We should be fine. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, kinda irresponsible. Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooser's entertainment. But if there's any left over when we're done, either way, it's time to talk prices.
Oh my god.
Fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age.
Thanks.
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Hello, welcome.
This restaurant has a really
A choking smell? You must...
spicy chili? But
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spicy
他居然
food
对一个小朋友说
misses
不
out
吃
on
辣
half
就
of life's
少了人
joys.
生乐趣。
Is it really
这个人是怎么回事？这个人是怎么
My
回
meals
事？
have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra virgin vegetable oil. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like Wanman Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe we should go somewhere else.
Will that be all? Any more?
What do you mean, Chef now?
Giving the people what they want is the very reason Wan Min Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no...
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional pride riding on this. Then we'll leave it to you, Chef. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are... Of course, we aren't going to demand prices.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for...
Done. I'll go prepare the food then.
Great! It's time for a...
Please sit wherever you like.
I thought it was just right. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring... whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tooser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here. Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty of...
Should I say...
哎，好嘞，好嘞，卡住了，卡住了，该死，我忘记解这个。 三小，然后那只狗是三小，为什么它一直跟着我？What the fuck？ 他说第二天是不是？还真的，可恶！还来，这任务烦死了。
waves here always like this? Don't they ever freeze? Given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's... This place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput yeah, Paimon can't well, guess Paimon will just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Tevat's mouth, and it's all the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. Then, Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't... That metal hook is huge, and it gets... This is an anchor. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this another one of your weird toy names? My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame.
Wow, using Fatui funds for personal gain? To feed Naya, but suddenly it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin.
But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came... Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look.
Hey! Quit running off!
Is this where they sell fish? Wow, fish are...
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little...
He's just a curious kid. No, that said, these fish are actually pretty big by...
maybe 200 times your size?
Hey! 200 of Paimon would squish you flat, you know?
There are legends in my hometown about it. I told my brother about it, and he went out to... A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder.
Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan.
Hey, Mr. Nice Guy!
What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired?
I miss my brother.
What? But we were just...
Yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want to play anymore.
Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? But Child said that he'd be by the river.
Yay! Let's go, let's...
Oh.
Found him! There's Wait, he's talking to the treasure hoarders?
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess. If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid like you?
Oh, what a commendable Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother?
Well, why, yes, of course. The greatest toy salesman in Schneck...
So cool.
Huh?
派蒙快把他拉走，快点，派蒙快把他拉走。
So, will you buy or not? The toys.
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost to fix that head?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to...
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600,000 more.
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a bruising?
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoarders. Perhaps you'll be more willing to pay when we're brothers.
Would you listen to yourself?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear scene?
Looks like you're not gonna... Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure, if you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course.
Come on. If...
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since...
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. No time to lose.
我实在不是很会飞这个小圈圈。Oh, bitch! What the fuck?
Jackpot.
你要拍多久？
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well.
Brother, what do we do? Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to...
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted a fight.
没看他，
Guys, do you
你
think
们
that
看到
maybe
他的腰上有个
we're
神之
being
眼
robbed?
之类的吗？
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless...
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months.
So this guy must be the debt collector.
And that's where you're still green. See,
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty...
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional.
So, Mr. Salesman...
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say...
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with...
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid, and everyone stays happy.
Yes.
烦死了！这时候有人跟我抵错这边有丢通知，气死我了！
Toy sellers are so cool.
烦死了！
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down.
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we must trouble you to speak to them.
Do I have to? Now is hardly the best time.
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue.
谁叫你要当高官？
Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my brother, and I'll be right with you.
谁叫你要当高官？
Yes, Tuser. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the motherland, and I need to go teach them the ropes.
Wow, that's great. When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young, Tuser. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, Tuser. A lot of people are waiting to see me. I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any to think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Paimon wonders too. But hey, wait! Where's Tuser?
Oh my god.
Either way, let's head over
为什么一定要在这么远的地方？为什么一定要在这么远的地方？ 为什么一定要在这么远的地方？
Tuser, so you did come here. Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthless, for the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites and rattle drums, who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops in the marketplaces of Liyue.
我就知道，
Kites are really fun too.
难怪公子一大堆同人图都会被
This is, of course, an analogy. As they say, the marketplace too is a battlefield. So as your sales manager here in Liyue, I demand that you obey my every order. A refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price for betrayal is to be dishonorably discharged from the Liyue Institute of Toy Research.
Whoa, that's really strict. Won't people be really sad if they get fired from the
快点把他
institute?
拉走。
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one at all. Time to try something else. Forget it. Perhaps a round of hands-on training will suit us better.
Hands-on training?
After all, a strong body is the proof of one's capacity.
太猛，快把他拉走。
Did he just say that we're doing hands-on training?
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally? Oh, what an honor!
I can't believe it. Are recruits like us really worthy?
Am I hearing a hint of objection to this idea?
Not at all, sir!
That's the spirit. Now come at me, you lot.
Frozen. Crisp.
Have a look at this quickly!
Let's move. From whence you came.
Remember?
我为什么要换他？为什么要换他？为什么要换他？
Who's next?
Don't waste my time.
Submit!
Take this! Bring it on!
It's no.
A touch of frost! Take this! Couldn't let your guard down. Death moves. My time to shine.
Don't waste my time.
Submit for judgment. You're mine.
OK， 干，等一下。我把它拉起来不行。
Give up.
Tidal wave, brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Who's next?
Don't be a killjoy!
Time to fulfill my duty.
That all you got? You can't run! Don't be a killjoy!
Not breaking a sweat.
Take this!
I see through.
Shouldn't let your guard down. No time to...
So you got it.
One with my blade.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. You can't run. Well, don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. I miscalculated.
Well then, do you all understand what I said earlier?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. And you all almost managed to get me limbered up. In other words, you've done well for new recruits.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger.
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish you all glory. Dismissed!
Brother! You were amazing!
Oh, Tooser, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play at Wang Shuin.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I never passed. I'm not the man I was when we first met. You must mean my foul legacy transformation. It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injury. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The foul legacy transformation? I want to learn to fight too.
Now, Tooser, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
I want to protect Sister Tonya.
That's a good answer, Tooser. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have to protect Tonya for me. How does that sound?
Leave it to me.
You know, Tooser's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Tooser?
But you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Tooser, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever.
Well, how about this?
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, what'll it be?
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research.
Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, as your brother, it's only right for me to grant you one last...
Exactly.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
You should come along too, Traveler.
Let me think. Ah, yes. The Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would disappoint a kid now, are you?
The brothers are ganging up on us again.
烦死了，这位兄弟。
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of...
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear the...
What is this place? And how do you know about it?
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottoro's research facilities. Dottore is another one of the Fatui Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his.
OK。
So they converted these ruins into a ruin guard
这
research
个名字
lab.
感觉很像是我们会在虚拟会遇到
So the
的。
ruin guards are built by the Fatui?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. We just do research, nothing more. As to why the ruin guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around with them and has lost interest in this place.
Wow, yet another harbinger with a bad attitude. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Tusser here. Seems you did your homework ahead of time.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea what this place is like on the inside.
Wait, so are you or are you not worried about your brother's safety?
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will... Even Tusser understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right, follow me.
Mm. 居然要一个水的角色，他妈，居然要一个水的角色。
For justice.
不要再让我刮痧了，拜托。
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops...
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't...
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around, the
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Tusser, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Tusser be alright?
There's another path over there. No time to lose. Following thunder! Yeah!
刚刚那两次依靠要打出这个。
Oh, the door opened. Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Tusser. Maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much. No time to lose.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know. But if there's a chance it's where Tusser is, we need to stop this before things get ugly.
Rain outlines your...
Submit for judgment. Forth, my...
Witness the power of Gucci!
Take this! Thunderclap! No time to lose. Who's next?
好烦。
One with
他
my
被这
blade.
一击气死。
Take this.
好了。
Tooser, see that big stone cube in front?
Yay! Do I really get help?
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2.
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Oh, I see. 啊，这时候在课程来就啊很慢，很慢的。
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Tooser?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun for you, maybe. We were all scared to death. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise for you, you know.
A surprise? Oh, what sort of surprise?
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around, and count down from 60.
Okay. 60 is a really long time, though.
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise.
Ring cutter.
Take this.
One with my blade.
16, 12, 10.
Hey, no cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13.
Huh? Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right. 10 seconds, that's it.
还是看大了。
This
really pulled it off. And the way he knocked those ruin guards around was like they really were kids. So Papaimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the Valve Legacy transformation again.
Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd my brother go?
Aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and seek?
Oh, that's right! I was so excited that I forgot all about our game. Well, let's go look for him together, okay?
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting stronger. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will so someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, you apologize. And if you give someone a dream, you defend it to the end. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you of something, did I?
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first, I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops action figure?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to have him, aren't they?
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt departure to Tooser. You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. That nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. All right. Thank you.
Fucking child.
Go! I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he?
Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. He didn't abandon you here on purpose.
Oh. That's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at this! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses in this size! Look, it even has my name on it! It's my very own Mr. Cyclops!
You're really loving it.
You bet! My brother...
You had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited... Do you think you're ready?
Don't worry, I know I can't get my way all the time. So...
Ah, 有点累了啊。
Sir, young Master Tooser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child send you?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tooser's return trip.
Who are you? My big brother
But you've been following us around this whole time.
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your name.
What a strange twist of fate.
Not at all. In fact, he said that if he ever had the chance, he'd quit his job and join you on your adventures.
Young Master Tusser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best prepare for boarding.
Gee, time really flies when you're having... Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime.
Yeah, pinky. You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky promise, Paimon throws you on the ice. The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost will freeze your tongue off so you never lie again.
It's a promise.
Bye-bye, Tusser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time? What are you hiding for? Why didn't you come and say goodbye?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him, but I still...
Jeez, don't you think you've spoiled him enough already?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I really...
Aha! So you do have a heart after...
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have this time, with my honor as a harbinger on the line.
You best go rest up first. Don't come crying.
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon. They're great kids.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because...
I'm sure that he'll be very excited to see you too. Well, farewell, my friends. Till we meet again.
东国不知道要等到什么时候才好。东国可能要等到5.0了，因为现在的故事讲到凤丹，须弥座应该就是凤丹，我觉得啊。啊 ，fuck， 好吧，外面钥匙可以开了吧？对吧？哦，还有一个钥匙 ，Oh my god！ 那下次再开吧，今天就到这边吧，拜拜。拜拜。